there we have it. Thomas Tuchel's first Chelsea win. I told you lot yesterday that we were gonna absolutely destroy this team. I told you the confidence gonna be there. I told you, man, everything's gonna be there. I told you. All right, we didn't get an early goal. Fair enough. But Chelsea did bits today. Right? I don't care what anyone says. Callum Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic, Mount at times did well. Jorginho did well. Alonso, which we're going to be speaking about, scored a wonderful goal. Everyone that's tuned in, smash the like button if you're excited as a Chelsea fan. We're going to speak about Tammy Abraham, of course. Wonderful performance from him as well. But yeah, if you guys are new here, subscribe. If you're new here, hit the notification. Tune in daily. We've just hit 19,000 subscribers. So thank you to everyone that's been supporting the channel. And we've got the main man, Ads, back on the stream, of course. He wasn't really confident as a Chelsea fan. He was excited, but then he changed his opinion, his prediction to 2-0. So look, I want to let you speak now. You can tell me your thoughts on the game, bro.
Nah, man. I mean, some people were moving negative yesterday, man. It's calling for draws and that. I don't know who, but a couple men were calling for draws. Only me. I said we're gonna win.
You was worried, and then you changed it 2-0, and you got the prediction right. You said 2-0, so I got to give you credit for that. But like I said, G, it's Burnley, fam. We're gonna break them down eventually, or we're done bits. So let's talk about Callum Hudson-Odoi quickly. I want to give the guy full praise, man. What do you make of his performance?
100%, bro. I've been telling you for ages, bro. The guy has to start, fam. He's one of our key players. Yeah, on form. Let's say for the last month or so, and I think he's actually been our best player alongside Mount. So yeah, man, he's got to be a starter, bro. He's been very, very good, bro. Very good.
Very, very good. Matt's going to be coming on in the next few minutes, of course. I'm trying to get as many opinions as possible. Everyone that's tuned in, keep liking the video as it helps out this channel so much. Like I said, subscribe if you're new here, hit the notification. And we just hit 19K, so thank you very much for all your support. Thomas Tuchel's first Chelsea win as manager as well. Great feeling. Let's talk about Alonso. You know, we expected him to start. What did you make of his performance? Obviously, world-class goal, but his performance in general?
The goal was excellent, fam. That's typical Marcos Alonso, bro. Making runs inside the box and getting onto the end of attacks and putting it in, fam. We all know he's got a very, very good strike on him. But to be honest, if we're being real with it, he wasn't amazing. He didn't do nothing particularly good. He didn't have much to defend. Obviously, Burnley weren't attacking us at all, really. They didn't have a shot until the 92nd minute or something. And so he didn't have much to do. Going forward, just average, innit? Nothing special. But then again, what can you say? He got his goal. He hasn't played in how many months? He's stiff, he's rusty, he's got no game, he's got no match fitness. So he done what he needed to do, bro. The fact that he got a goal to solidify the win and make sure they didn't do anything in the last 10 minutes, bro. You can't complain, innit? He wasn't amazing, but then again, what do you expect from him to come and be immaculate when he hasn't played in like 5 months?
I mean, 100%. I don't know if you saw his celebration pointing to the Chelsea badge. I think he knows he needs to make it up to Chelsea fans. Obviously, he's let us down in the last couple months. Thomas Tuchel did say everyone's going to be getting a chance, so he started, he scored a goal, and I feel like he's going to play a massive part in this three-at-the-back system, in this wing-back position. So, very, very interesting to see. Let's talk about Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham is a player that can give you 100% good performance and sometimes a bad performance. But, you know, today I felt was just a bit surprising, man. Like, I mean, he was subbed at half-time. I'm hoping it was a knock or a worry injury for his confidence, because I don't want to see a guy get subbed at half-time if he's that bad. But, yeah, I mean, you're the biggest fan of him, man. Talk to me about him, man.
You have to be real, fam. He didn't really get involved today, fam. I don't think he was particularly bad, but it's just lack of involvement, bro. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think it was anything to do with injury. I actually think it was tactical. It was the fact that we got a goal just before the break. You were expecting Burnley to come and put pressure on you, and then you want your fast players to come and hit you on a counter attack for us. So I think that's why he went for Pulisic and then Werner up front. But yeah, it wasn't a good performance today, man. It is what it is. He needs to get back and perform better the next game, bro. It's just, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed.
Fam, I had certain man holler me, asking me, "Oh, holler ads about maybe as performance during the game, fam." On my life, I had people hollering me already about it, G. So it's a bit mad. Obviously, I'm not gonna be too negative on the boy. He's got a lot to learn still. Regardless, 1-2 on it. So I'm very excited for Tottenham now. We've got some massive confidence boost in this team. I know you're going to be worried. Tottenham lost 3-1 against Liverpool.
Yeah.
Are they playing again? They're playing again, isn't it?
They're playing again tonight against Brighton away. Yeah, so see how that goes.
So all eyes on that game, of course. Teams around us have been dropping points. So far, it's a very, very positive weekend for Chelsea fans right now. Look, Tottenham on a Thursday. Anything can happen. I did say if we win that game as well, then boy, we're coming for the top 4 spot in it. That's what I'm gonna say to certain man. Let's talk about Jorginho and Kovacic. You know, I feel like they had a very good game, in my opinion. And I know a lot of people didn't want to see them in the starting lineup, man. What do you make of the performance?
I think they were good for them. I think as a partnership, they've both been alright. Jorginho, regardless of how slow and lack of physicality, yeah, he actually made it up because he made some good tackles, some good interceptions today. But Kovacic was really good, bro. The second game in a row against Wolves, I think he was really good as well. And I think it was today between Kovacic and Hudson-Odoi for man of the match, because if you're looking at Kovacic's vision, his passing range, getting into attacks, being on the edge of the box as a support player, I think he played really well, bro. Defensively, he was good as well. So yeah, he didn't have a lot to deal with, the pair of them defensively, but they've done enough, man. They played well, but let's be real, against Tottenham, we don't want to be seeing that as the midfield partnership, because Ndombele, Sissoko, these men will just tear these men apart. So hopefully Kante's fit enough to play, or I say we go for a midfield 3 in that game if Kante's not ready yet.
I mean, it might be okay though, because obviously Son's going to be playing through the middle, most likely with Harry Kane injured. So the way they usually play might benefit us really for this game, even if Jorginho and Kovacic were to play, maybe.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. Their midfielders are really physical, innit? You're looking at the Højbjergs and the Sissokos and the Ndombeles. They're physical, they're strong, they're powerful, and these are not really the players that you want to be coming up across Jorginho and Kovacic, because their defensive awareness isn't the best. So if these players are running off their shoulders, they're going to struggle to keep up with them, and that could cause us some problems. So hopefully we can get Kante back. If not, I say we go with a midfield 3 and just put Mount in there just to solidify the midfield.
100%. People, we've got more people tuned in. Smash the like button. We're on 48 likes so far. Let's push to about 80 likes if you're excited as a Chelsea fan right now. We just won 2-0. Very, very good performance. Let's talk about Thiago Silva, man. He was absolutely amazing today. Like, I know Burnley had nothing to do or whatever. Fam, they had, well, until the end, they had 0 shots on target. You know, Burnley beat Liverpool. Burnley beat Aston Villa. And now you're telling me Chelsea kept them out like that, fam. Come on. It was a perfect performance from Thiago Silva. What do you make of his performance?
Standard, bro. Standard. That's what Thiago Silva drops, fam. He drops those kind of games every single game, bro. I mean, I don't expect anything less from him, really, because this is the quality of centre-back that we brought into the club. It doesn't matter if he's aged on a bit. He still showed this season that he's put a lot of good, consistent performances in, and he's a player that we can trust in every single game. I mean, even when playing 2 games a week, he's still been good. So he's quality centre-back, man. It's just standard from him, bro. He's been up there with the best centre-backs in the league this season, alongside like Ruben Diaz and that. So yeah, it's just quality, bro. You
think he's going to get his contract extended?
For sure. Has to. Even if he is just a squad rotation player, he can't start every game next season. He has to get his contract extended.
100%. Pulisic came on, done very, very good. Got an assist. I don't know if he meant it for Marcos Alonso. I think he was trying to hit it to Timo Werner, but Marcos Alonso took it. I was thinking, what's this guy doing? And all I see, bang, man, banged it in, fam. What do you make of Pulisic's performance today?
I think it was good, man. I think he injected something into the team, but he's just got to work on his end product a bit. He had that chance when Hudson-Odoi fizzed it in. So if he could have finished that, we would have been looking at a great Pulisic performance. But nah, he was very good, man. Him and Hudson-Odoi linking up down that right-hand side. It was good, man. It was good. I liked it, bro. I would like them both to start, but I don't know if against Tottenham I would start Hudson-Odoi right wing back. But that's a discussion for another day, innit?
100%. I mean, we'll probably speak about that in the preview. Guys, I know I'll keep asking, but we've got over 120 people tuned in. Keep smashing the like button. The more likes you lot put in, the more people join the stream. I want to get as many people, as many comments, as many opinions, as many questions from you guys so we can, you know, probably answer as many as possible. But yeah, look, where do we go on from here, Ads, man? I mean, if you look at this performance, and obviously you was excited, you weren't confident, but you was excited. What do you make of the team now? Are you feeling a lot more confident on to the next game now?
Well, it's Tottenham. I don't know if I would be a lot more confident because right now I just want to limit my expectations. I don't want to expect too much and then we go to Tottenham and we get battered. We know how Mourinho's going to start probably in that game. He's going to slap everyone behind the ball and just counter-attack us. Obviously, without Kane, it's going to be easier, but nevertheless, it's not going to be an easy game at all. So I'm feeling more confident because you've seen the way the boys are playing. It's like Tuchel has injected a new bit of life into them, man. They're a lot more, how do you use it? They're a lot more powerful on the ball. They're more, like, they're working as a team better. They're playing through between the lines. It's like no more just going out wide and crossing it. Everyone's making runs in behind. Like, you see Hudson-Odoi, those selfless runs that he's making in behind. Yeah, it's quality, man. This is the stuff that we want to see. So hopefully we can carry this on and just get another result, at least a draw against Tottenham, and then we could be back in that top 4 race, man.
No. Listen, I don't want to hear none of this draw talk on this stream, bro. Like, come on. We just won 2-0, fam. I need to see Chelsea fans excited for the next game. It's been a long time since, we've not been happy, really. So, look, we brought on Matt. I want to have a quick word of the guy quickly. Obviously, before you give your opinions on the game, Matt, what do you make of the win today? I mean, you weren't too confident. I felt it was going to be a very simple game for Chelsea. It was a simple game. It was a lot more simple than Wolves, in my opinion. What did you make of the game?
Yeah, I mean, the first 35, 40 minutes, it was kind of how I was expecting it to go. We weren't really we were creating a lot, but we weren't finishing anything off. And it felt like that game that if we weren't going to keep finishing our chances, it could have been a 0-0, 1-1, or something like that. But obviously, Azpi's come in, got the goal, and then everyone's just relaxed a little bit and we started playing our proper game. I think it was more, we were all rushing a bit too much to take our chances, and that's where we were missing, being a bit funny. But I'm just glad we got the result. Good performance, good result. On to Spurs, and hopefully we can get the win.
I mean, let's talk about Callum Hudson-Odoi very, very quickly. I need to bring it up. What did you make of his performance? You didn't want him to start, did you?
I mean, the fact that I heard that Ziyech was injured or on the periphery of injured, I can understand. And I don't necessarily not want him to start. It's just I feel he might have been better coming off as an impact on the bench. But the way he's played today has completely proved me wrong. And I think as long as he keeps doing this, I don't mind him starting. I don't have a problem with the player starting. I just think maybe he could have been a good option off the bench. And if Ziyech's now not fully fit, then be my guest. Let him start, and he's man of the match today.
Man of the match.
Yeah,
that's a big statement from Matt. It's about time we've got the praise for him, man. I know. Look, this is what annoys me. This is what annoys me. It's only Burnley. Calm down. I don't think people understand what Chelsea fans are going through in terms of the performance, the results, and Burnley on good form as well. This is not an easy game on paper. You know what I mean? Ads. Don't you get annoyed with these comments, fam?
I understand to a certain extent, but like when you're looking at the games that we played against like Fulham and them, man, even when we won recently, it's horrible performances, bro. So the fact that Tuchel's brought the team, this new urgency, I mean, you can't really complain, bro. But we need to see it against we do need to see it against Tottenham now, because we have been really poor in the top 6 games this season. We still haven't got a win. I think we've only scored 2 goals against the top 6 this season. So now we've got to take it into the bigger games. And then we need to see this against the likes of Spurs and Atletico Madrid and hopefully continue.
100%. Father, I mean, I know you had a quick shower and then you had to come on this stream. Tell me your thoughts, man. You must be a happy Chelsea fan right now.
I'm finding it very funny the way that how on earth we got a win today. I think the fact that we've been waiting for over a month to get a win, and it feels like a relief. And the fact that, again, the performance today, I find it very funny at times, because if you look at the second goal, since when Marcos Alonso can shoot? Honestly, we've been slagging off this guy for nearly a year or so.
He can shoot, bro. He can shoot. That's one thing about him.
Since when? The question is, since when he actually can shoot? When was the last time he ever did that?
Shoot,
probably around February against a lot from North London. That.
Nah, man, nah. Listen, there's one thing about Marcos Alonso. One thing you can rely on is the final third. We've always been talking about this guy on the final third. This guy can give you that one chance, one amazing goal. He has it in him, bro. Like, he literally has it in him. But listen, show me your shirt, man, to the fans. Show the shirt. Finally, you've got the 2-0 win. Very, very important, of course. We move on to Tottenham, though, man. Are you feeling confident now, Farmer?
I'm optimist, not confident, but I do think we're gonna do something special against the Mourinho side because I think
That's what I like to hear.
yeah, because I think against Mourinho side you can't play back football, and the fact that they're gonna do pot the bus for the whole game, I think we need the experience like Tuchel can do like the break down the barriers and that because we've seen in the past like we've been caught out the way that we play ever since that 0-0 draw. Then we had the terrible form for over a month and that. And I think it's gonna be interesting what kind of setup going on will be on Thursday against Tottenham and that.
100%. Matt, you feeling confident for Tottenham now on Thursday?
Well, the fact that Harry Kane's out is a big benefit for us. I think if the Chelsea men's team want to beat Tottenham, they should maybe take a look at the women's game right now because, I mean, we're beating Tottenham 4-0 at the moment. So if you want to know how to beat Tottenham, just watch that game. That's how you have to do it.
Well said. Well said. Ads. Look, man, I'm looking at your facial expressions since yesterday, G. I just want you to be happy, fam. You know what I mean? I just want you to be happy about this team. I want you to feel a lot more confident.
I'm going to back you up. I think, yeah. Until we seen this, like, week in, week out performances, like on a consistent basis, I'm not going to be happy at the moment. But until we've seen the performance like this on a weekly basis, then you can say like, okay, Chelsea are back. But until then,
I've seen big changes. Since Wolves,
I know we are seeing big changes, but this is Burnley.
I don't care if it's Burnley. I don't care, bro. They beat Liverpool and they beat Aston Villa, come back from behind. Aston Villa, who can probably still go ahead of us with games in hand. Correct me if I'm wrong, or same points or whatever. Like this is not a rubbish Burnley team, bro.
The biggest problem, like.
It's never easy to beat Burnley, man. You can't write it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are you not talking about? It's just Burnley. Come on, man. Why are you putting this performance down?
This is the thing. Like, I don't want to get too gassed because of the way that we play against Burnley. The fact that, again, on Thursday, against Mourinho, that's the last thing I want to hear. Mourinho, yeah? He can do the dirty side of his work. The fact that we get found out the way that we play against Tottenham on November, I'm just still thinking that okay, he's gonna do something to guess our tactics.
Fam, listen, he's not gonna know what Tuchel's gonna be doing. I know he might be playing free at the back and stuff, but I'm gonna tell you now, okay, Chelsea will win this game against Tottenham. Mark my words. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. Chelsea will win this game. I'm telling you now.
I hope that I'm wrong, but if
he was wrong about this game,
I said I nearly guess the correct score. Nearly get 1-0.
Nah, man. I don't listen. I'm sick and tired of this negativity, man. Az, what do you want to say, man?
Nah, man. He's not gonna know what to expect from Tuchel, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What do you mean?
It's different.
We're not gonna play the same team like we're playing against Burnley, bro. We're not gonna be playing Mark Alonso or anything.
I hope that I'm wrong.
You are wrong. You don't have.
I'm already wrong today. I hope that I'm wrong again.
The comments will tell you you're wrong as well, bro. Literally.
I know. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that I'm wrong. Let me tell you, I'm gonna stop being a miserable bastard until we're seeing consistent basis. That's all. Yeah.
Look, man. Look, I'm tired of this negativity for man. Honestly, like people are saying, don't even bring you on anymore because they're tired of it. We have to be positive. We have to be positive.
I know we're being positive, but chill. One game at a time.
Nah, man. Nah. Listen, this is why you turn off your camera, man. You're probably embarrassed about what you're saying. It's fine. You can change your opinion and say Chelsea are gonna start winning, man. Look, Matt, what formation, what players do you want to be seeing starting this next game? Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic playing together, Kai Havertz coming back into the team, Mount. Who do you want to see definitely playing in the next game?
Well, one player I definitely want to bring in is Kante. I think we can't have a Jorginho Kovacic duo in this match because it's all right against Burnley, who are realistically, they're long ball. They've not really got a transition, not really got fast players. But when you've got someone like Son, even if he's in the centre and he hasn't got Kane as a focal point, you don't really want a mixture of Jorginho and Kovacic in that team. So I don't know who he's going to take off Kante, but I think Kante needs to go in there for a start. I think terms of the rest,
Matt, very quickly. Sorry to cut you off. I just felt Son had no service against Liverpool when he went into the middle. Should we be that worried?
I mean, yeah, I mean, the pair of them do work really well together, and obviously one's not as good with the other. But I still think with how slow Jorginho can be on a transition, I think that is just something that they can get at. I mean, it's not like you're looking at Liverpool's midfield and then Jorginho. It's a bit more of a step up, if we're being honest.
Yeah, sorry, my connection's bugging out. If I do cut out, guys, just try to carry on the conversation or answer one of the questions. Apologies about that. But yeah, very important that Kante probably starts. I think he was just being cautious about his fitness for this game, which is probably the right move. Yeah, Yusuf Farrell did shower, man. That's why he looks fresh after a Chelsea win. Let's answer some of your questions very, very quickly, guys, in the comments. Please send in your questions if you haven't already. Smash the like button. We're on like 90 likes or something. Keep pushing over 100 as it helps this channel. Subscribe if you're new here. Hit the notification every single day. You'll be seeing Matt Father ads a lot more often. Hopefully Jesters as well. But yeah, I think the comments is loading quite slow on my screen. Is it loading for you guys? The comments.
I'm learning a lot from my end. I think your connection is bugging.
People are saying
Yeah, it might be
against Tottenham.
Hakim Ziyech, did you say?
Yeah.
This one? Yeah, I mean, look, he was not involved in the squad today. Looking after his fitness, I believe it was. Ads, what do you make of that? Should he start next game?
It's a difficult one, man, because it depends really about, again, how you want to set up. It depends. If we're going for this formation, would you play Hudson-Odoi at right wing back, or would you play Reece James there and move Hudson-Odoi further forward? Would you give Pulisic another go after two good cameos off the bench? Mason Mount and Havertz have also looked good. So it's difficult, man. I don't know. It depends all on the tactics. None of us can really work out what Tuchel's really going to do right now. So it's all about the way he wants to set up. But if it was my decision, I don't think I would start him, if I'm being completely honest.
I mean, look, we have to think of it very, very quickly that teams like Burnley, we're going to see this formation, and the formation that we see against Tottenham is probably the formation we'll see against big teams. I think this is something that we'll probably need to note down after the next game 100%. So it's going to be quite interesting. Reece James can play right wing back or right centre back, I feel. It's going to be a tough one. But let's talk about Azpi's goal quickly, Matt. I think it was about 73, 76 meters that he ran for that goal. Something that we've not seen many players do in recent months. What do you make of that goal? It was quite a quick football as well. Massive improvement from the Chelsea players that moved the ball forward. What did you make of it?
Yeah, I think Azpi did really well just to get on the end of that. I mean, it wasn't like Callum Hudson-Odoi was slowing it down either. Azpi had to bust an absolute gut just to get on the end of that. The finish was quite good, although I do think Pope could have done a little bit better. I think as a goalkeeper, you shouldn't really be getting beaten with near post. It was a bit one of them ones where it's quite high and it is a bit hard to get onto, but I mean, it's still a good goal. We'll give Azpi that. Even get in that position in the first place is absolutely brilliant from him. So I'm just happy we got the first goal and then it was able to let us all settle down and play the football.
100%. Ads, where do you see Reece James? Right wing back, right centre back?
Either. I think he's playing either. In a game like
where
today,
do you think he'll play more often?
Right wing back. I don't know if this whole Hudson-Odoi thing is sustainable for when we're playing against the team with better opposition.
Yeah.
But in games like today, you could definitely play Reece James at right centre back. When you're dominating possession, you can step into the midfield, cross from deep, overlap and runs when he needs to. And Hudson-Odoi can just be almost as a winger, like he was, just making darting runs in behind. If you're coming against the likes of Spurs, I think it's more important to have Reece there and then Callum ahead of him, rather than having a right wing back, because it's likely, because his defensive frailties, obviously he's not a defender, he's going to get caught on the transition, and then that could be a real problem for us, man. It's just better not to risk that for the big games, especially so soon after he's only played it twice.
Yeah, well said. Is this quote real, by the way? When Robbie Brady overheard.
Yeah,
I know where effing is. I just can't stop him. Is that real?
Yeah, when I switch to the without crowd noise channel, it feels like he was really shouting at him.
Wow. I mean, this is one good thing that we have with no fans in the stadium. You actually hear a lot about the game, which is a bit crazy. Matt, give me your honest opinion on Timo Werner's performance today.
If I'm honest, it wasn't the best, but I mean, you always find from Timo he does link up quite well, and at times he was linking quite well. But I still need to see more. If I'm honest, I think it's going to be one of the things that just comes. He's low on confidence. It's going to take him time to come back to his best.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean,
can I add to that? I'm sick to death for some people just attacking Timo Werner on a consistent basis. The fact that I understand that he's not scoring goals, he's not creating, he's missing the one-on-one chances. But I agree with Matt said. Like, it's going to take time to get him on. You know, I mean, based on confidence level, yes, he's low a bit for over a month now. He hasn't scored since the second international break. But I genuinely feel like if somebody link up with him really well, he's gonna score the goal. And then I just think that we need someone to link up with him the best, and then so that Timo Werner can score a lot.
Yeah, I felt Timo Werner made a few decent runs. Obviously, some of the shots that he had were very, very weak. He made some decent forward passes. He made a few decent runs. Obviously, Havertz coming on, he nearly assisted him. I think one of the defenders just got a touch to it, unfortunately, or he would have been 1-on-1 there. Ads, what do you make of Timo Werner today? Was he better than Tammy Abraham, your boy, star boy?
I'm not sure, man. He got himself into some decent positions. I felt like he could have had at least one goal to his name. The one where Hudson-Odoi crossed it in and he kicked it against his standing leg. And then obviously the header, I don't know, I think they were both equally as bad as each other. And that's what I was telling you about Werner. I don't know, because with the technical, what he lacks technically, it's going to be difficult for Tuchel to get the best out of him, especially playing in this league, especially playing against a low block where you need your first touch and stuff to be on point, your dribbling, your close control to be on point. It's going to be difficult for him to get the best out of him. But we'll see. And he said he has a plan for Werner, so we're going to hope for the best and hope that he can just improve. But today, I wouldn't say he was good. He was average.
Yeah. Very, very good comment here. No clear shots conceded in 2 games. Passing through the lands and open up Burnley. So appreciate a great performance when they produce it. Tuchel and Lampard are not at the same level. What do you make of that comment, Matt?
I think defensively we've had not a single problem. I think in the 2 games, I think I'd praise Tuchel tremendously on how we've defended and how we've stopped at the moment in the transition. It'll be interesting to see again how we play against Tottenham, who will have a bit more in a transition period. But I think we've done very well just not to give any opportunity to any teams, because it was quite normal for us, even under Lampard. We wouldn't give many teams opportunities, but when they did get the opportunity, they'd score it. So we'll see how it goes on. I think the main area that I'm looking at is the front 3 in the attack, because that's still just a bit shaky at times. They're not finishing, but that will come eventually with time. So I'm quite happy with the performance. I'm quite happy with Tuchel at the moment.
100%. It's going to be interesting. Obviously, we can't really judge in terms of how he's going to be playing against big teams. I feel like after Thursday, we'll know his setup for there. Just very quickly, in terms of predictions, obviously we'll speak about it in depth when the days come closer, but early predictions for Tottenham. We'll start with Ads.
Don't want to be negative, but
haven't you learned from yesterday?
Nah, but do you think that Tottenham are going to lose 2 top 6 games at home within the space of a week?
Yes, they always bottle it. They're known for bottling. And we need revenge for last time we played.
But I'll go 2-1 Chelsea.
2-1, cool. Early prediction, Matt?
I'm going to go 3-1 Chelsea. I'm never going to not back us against Tottenham. I think Son will score, but we'll get the win quite comfortably.
Fair enough. Father?
You want me to be positive now, or you want me to
just tell your honest truth, because you've been negative already, so I don't really mind anymore.
Bias answer 7-2. Like, if you want to be truth answer, like 1-0 at least, 1-0.
What to Chelsea?
Yeah.
So clean sheet.
I want a clean sheet. Yeah.
Guys, everyone in the comments, man, let me know your thoughts on the prediction. Joey, I don't hate Alonso, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. I was literally backing him today, fam. What are you talking about, fam?
I'm just saying. What, you hate Alonso?
No, I don't know what he's talking about. He's gassing it still. I didn't say anything about him. What we got here? Tottenham without Kane is terrible.
Look at Nippon. Hey, Nippon, how's the Zoom meeting, man?
What Zoom meeting?
I'll tell you off camera.
What other questions we've got on here, man? Obviously, we've gone through as much as we can in terms of the game. I just feel, 2-0 confidence boost. We move on. Guys in the panel, Ads, Matt, you got any questions you want to ask? That's what I'm saying. Look, that's what I'm saying. We've already gone through majority of it. That's what we're too quick with it.
Let me ask something. What are you guys thinking about Rudiger?
Oh yeah. Before we answer that, I felt in the first half they were pinging a lot of balls behind our defense. I don't know whose fault it was, whether it's Azpi's fault, Rudiger's fault. But we'll start on Matt. What do you make of Rudiger?
I always have said that I think with Rudiger, his strongest position is in a back three. So I think when we play a back three, Rudiger is a quite good defender to have in the team. And that's why I always thought when we were playing with Lampard, we weren't going to play a back three all the time. So that made sense of why I didn't really want Rudiger in the team. But if we're going to play a back three as our main formation, then I don't see why Rudiger can't be in the team. And obviously, people like Zuma are going to have to fight for their place back.
I mean, Kurt Zuma not coming to the team is a bit
Weird.
deep, no? Don't you feel?
I get why Tuchel dropped Zuma on the bench, or the fact that I just think Zuma isn't fit enough to be a back three. I think he's more suitable to be in a back four formation.
Zuma. Why?
I'm not sure he's going to do well in the back three under Tuchel and that.
But why do you think?
I'm still unsure though.
Ads, what do you think?
Rudiger, I thought Rudiger's underrated, man. I mean, he had one bad season for us, but like I was saying to you before one of the previous streams, I think under Conte in his second season, he was good in the back three. And then under Sarri in the first season, his only season, he was good next to Luiz. And let's consider that, let's take into consideration that he was playing alongside Alonso, Azpi, David Luiz. These men were all error prone. And Rudiger still looked like a good centre-back. Everyone was classing him as our best centre-back that season. And all I think Rudiger needs is an experienced centre-back next to him. And now that we've seen him play next to Thiago Silva, like we saw him play under an experienced player like David Luiz, I think he always looks good. Last season when he was playing alongside the Tomori Zumas and Christensen's, he looked bad. That was his worst season because there was no one there to lead him through the matches. I know he's meant to be an experienced figure himself, but he wasn't really showing that last year. I think he still needs an experienced player alongside him to kind of like get him through the games, instruct him through the games. But I think this season he's kept clean sheets majority of the games that he's played, and I think he's performed quite well, man. So like I was saying before, I don't see no reason why he can't be playing for us quite consistently.
I mean,
yeah, that's another thing as well. His passing, his distribution from the back, long balls, diagonals, they're good as well. It's something that Zuma doesn't have in his locker. So
no, I agree on that. It's just sometimes when we're defending, I just see man on the floor, he looks lost, or he's out of position, or something. I'm not saying every single game is like that, but you do see it a few times, which is what I'm a bit worried about. And the key term that he said was he needs someone experienced next to him. I feel like every single defender at this club needs to be next to Thiago Silva. They can't play without Thiago Silva. That's a worry, which is why we definitely need a experienced centre back coming in the summer. What's this? Is it 4-0 finished?
Big up the women's team.
I told you the women's team are the best team I'd say in Europe. They're absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, you've been following them quite a lot and doing articles on them. How long have they been like this for?
Well, I mean, at the moment they were unbeaten the entirety of last season, and they're unbeaten the entirety of this season.
Crazy. We made some big signings, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, yes, Sam Kerr, she's a very big signing that we made, and Pernille Harder, they're both really good forward people. But we are now the most we've got the longest unbeaten run ever in women's football in the UK. So
Mad.
record breaking.
I mean, it's good to hear. Hopefully, Chelsea can get at least a tenth of that of wins somehow. Remember, Tottenham beat us without Kane and Son. Remember, kicked out of the cup. I mean, that was on the Frank Lampard, though, no? It's a bit different, guys. No?
Yeah. I don't know, man. It is, of course, it's different. And we've got the manager boost now, so hopefully he can get us through the game. Tottenham aren't in the best of forms themselves. There was, of course, Aurier and Lloris fighting at half-time, so I don't really know what's happening in the Tottenham camp. But I don't know. We're going to see how they bounce back today. And if they have a convincing game against Brighton, I'm sure they're going to be up for it on Thursday. So I think today is a really big game for them. See how they bounce back from the Liverpool.
Yeah. Matt, what did you make of Jorginho's performance today?
Who?
Jorginho.
I mean, he did okay. I wouldn't say it was a great performance. He was great in spells like that. What I remember, it was that one-touch pass that he did to, I can't remember who it was to in the end, but that was a really good pass, and I want to see that more from Jorginho. But I just think he's still just sometimes just too slow with some of his passes. I think that is just a fundamental thing that's a bit wrong with his game. I think he's a good player, and in certain teams he will be a very good player. I just don't think maybe Chelsea is still the right team for him. We'll see though.
So do you want him gone in the summer?
If the right price comes for him, yeah.
How much is that?
I mean, you'd want to get as close to the money we spent for him in the first place, but I don't think you're going to get that from many clubs because he is that niche kind of player.
Yeah, agree with that as well. I think, 45, 50 million. How much did we buy him for? 50 million, right?
I think it was like 50, 57.
Oh, yeah.
That was included with Sarri's contract, so it's
Yeah.
up in the air how much we actually paid.
Those kind of deals are always funny ones. What
Created
else
the
we
most
got?
chances in the pitch today, alongside Hudson-Odoi. Them two created the most chances.
Is it?
Yeah, four each.
Oh, I didn't check my Chelsea fifth stand prediction, man. I was estimating some like 10 shots and everything, man. We had more than 10 shots, right?
Yeah, we had like 20.
16 total.
15.
16. No, 19.
Well, man went from 15, 16 to 19, fam, like that. Mad. What else we got here? Man the match. Yeah, let's talk about man the match and why, okay? This comment here says, Hudson man the match. Playing Werner and Mount as a winger is not going to work. I hope Tuchel learns from it. Mine and Kovacic were sharp. Mox Alonso, what a finish. We'll start with Father. Who's your man the match and why?
Gotta be Callum Hudson-Odoi. I think he was just immense in this new position. That I think he's developed so well in his right wing position though, and the fact that he's been cast out so many games this season, and I think under Tuchel on that he just suddenly like outperformed more than anyone on this team. It's just wow. I'm like, I have no words though, honestly.
Yeah, Ads. Who's your man the match and why?
Yeah, for sure, man. Hudson-Odoi has to be once again, man. He's proven me right, man. I mean, he's proven me right. I've been calling for him to start for a minute now. One of our best players. Definitely shouldn't be a bench or a rotation player. Right now, when you have a player in this form, it's best to make the most out of him, get his confidence up. And look, this is the first time we've actually seen him get a string of games consistently in the Premier League. He started the last 3 Premier League games, I believe. And look what he's producing, man. He's been our best player. So he was constantly aggressive, attacking, the fullback, running him down. He got a nice assist. He created 4 chances. He could have had a couple of more assists, in my opinion. But always positive, man. And that's what I love about Hudson-Odoi. He's not scared, bro. So you see some of these wings, they'll cut inside. Werner will cut inside, look for the pass. Hudson-Odoi will just keep running at his fullback and create problems for them, man. We heard what Robbie Brady said. He said, I know where he is, but I can't do anything to stop him. I can't. So that just says it all, really.
Yeah, and Matt, who's your man of the match?
Yeah, I think Hudson-Odoi, no doubt, was man of the match for me. I do think the way tactically we set up against Burnley to try and hit Eric Peters, Ben Mee, and then either Robbie Brady or Dwight McNeil because they kept swapping. I think that really benefited Hudson-Odoi as well to get into that part of the pitch. But he played absolutely phenomenal. Every time he touched the ball, every time he dribbled, you knew there was just danger for Burnley. I think you had other players like Mount play quite well in spells. I think Thiago Silva was not many people were speaking about him, but he makes vital blocks, tackles every single game, and it's just not. People just go like it's normal for him, but I don't think we've seen a defender like that since John Terry at this
Big
club.
statement. I mean, I agree what you're saying there as well from John Terry. I was actually going to say Thiago Silva was probably going against Hudson-Odoi in terms of the man of the match for me. Obviously, everyone's going to say Hudson-Odoi. I'm going to big up Hudson-Odoi a lot because I don't know if he's played back-to-back Premier League games before. Can someone confirm, maybe?
Since
Or was it the first time?
2019, probably since 2019.
I think
So
he
he
did
did
the
play-
Sarri days, but not.
On the Lampard.
What, in the Premier League on the Soiree?
No, on Lampard, I think.
Back-to-back games?
So I
No,
think
he
he had
did.
the,
Yeah, he did. He
had
did.
the-
Like a couple times he was starting against like Burnley, then West Ham, Brighton. I remember he was starting those games back then.
I remember I think there was a game he played against Liverpool, and I remember he didn't play that great, and then he played a game before, and he was apparently man of the match, but I can't remember who the team was before. But I know he has played multiple games in a row.
I'm pretty sure he started. Did he not start that Liverpool game when Salah scored that screamer?
Yeah, he started it. I think he wasn't the best, but
Yeah.
I think that was the last time I remember him playing 2 games in a row.
He played 3 games in a row, I think, in January 2020. I read a stat about it earlier.
What, Premier League though? Not all competitions.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I read Premier League. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it was 3 Premier League games in a row. He started.
Add sauces, man. Ketchup and mayo. But would you make of Hudson-Odoi in terms of do you feel like he should shoot a lot more ads?
Nah, man. I don't think you should put any pressure on the kid, man. Like he shoots when he gets the opportunities, but it's when these young players just let them do their thing, man. He knows what he's good at, and that's dribbling at players, chance creation. And when he does have opportunities to shoot, I think he does, man. Like he had 1 shot today, but then again, he didn't really have many opportunities to shoot other than that. So I think it was fine.
What do you think, Matt? Shoot a lot more?
I don't necessarily think he needs to shoot a lot more. Maybe at times just to get a little bit more clinical with his finishing. But I think everyone, the attacking third, needs to get clinical with their finishing. I think we just need to not put too much pressure on him. I keep seeing all these comments of star boy, generational talent. It's just like calm down a little bit. Just let the boy do his work. Let him prove himself. And if he gets to that state, then yeah, call him Starboy all you want, but he makes one good pass and you suddenly see Starboy on Twitter. It's like, just calm down. You've got 2 opposite ends of the spectrum. You've got the people who hate him and the people who love him, and they're both just as bad as each other.
And look, this is a very, very hot topic right now that I want to speak about with you guys. Let's talk about Mason Mount, okay? I said he's a great player. Some people saying that there's a few links to the style of play of Kevin De Bruyne. Okay, I felt people are looking into it too much, too early, and maybe, of course, in a few years he might be that good at the way he's playing. But I just feel he gets into good positions, he makes chances, he does everything right, but his finishing, the final product, just isn't there. Ads. What do you make of his game today?
Yeah, man.
And the subject about Kevin De Bruyne.
Man sent like 3 balls into the upper stands today. Fam.
Save, man.
I don't know what was going on today, fam. But nah, bro. He does need to improve on his goal contributions. He needs to arrive late into the box and get his shots on target and test the keeper a bit more than he does. He also needs a bit of that killer ball, that final ball, which top centre mids need. But if we're looking at it from an objective perspective, I think he's a very good player, bro. He's a very good player, man. I mean, this season he's probably been our most consistent player. So I don't agree with any of the hate or anything that he's getting. Of course, he can improve. Everyone in the team can improve. But at the end of the day, he's been our best performer. And I ain't got too many criticisms of him. I mean, with De Bruyne, they have similar styles of play stylistically, but of course, there's a big gap between the level of the player, but we've got to also remember that Mason Mount's only 22, and I think give him another 2-3 years, he'll be a quality top Premier League player. So, up there with the best centre mids in the league. So I don't think we've got to doubt this man or criticise him too much. Because look at him, he's been playing nearly every minute of this season to a high level and a high standard, performing consistently. So we've got to take that into account, man. Of course, he needs to improve on his final product, but everyone does really.
I mean, I'm still trying to understand this De Bruyne comparison, G.
I
That's
don't
not
think
what it's
we
not, it's not
wait.
comparison.
I don't think we can't get to, you can't compare Mason Mount to De Bruyne with just instant like that though. I just think like this. What I like about Mason Mount is the fact that the hold up play, like he's so like magic at times, but I just think that he's just missing that one tiny piece of final product in this Arsenal. He could be near De Bruyne in the future.
Matt, what do you think about Mason Mount?
I mean, I moan at Man United fans for comparing Pogba to De Bruyne because I think De Bruyne, compared to most midfielders in the league, is on another level. I think maybe in a couple of years, if Mason Mount improves his finishing and improves little bits in his game, he can get towards that level. But right now, it's comparing a couple of chance-created stats in certain games to De Bruyne it's just a bit silly and you just got to not overhype players too much.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. I mean, we'll see in a couple of years where he gets to. Guys, we have over 120 people tuned in. Keep liking the video. Push to 150 likes if you guys can. Subscribe if you're new here. Hit the notification. I'm thank you for 19K. What a change in the mentality of the players. Ads. I was telling you about when a new manager comes in, you see a bit of a difference. What do you make of the players so far in 2 games? Big difference?
Yeah, man, definitely. The way that we're playing is a massive difference, man. The intensity in it.
What's changed for you? What's changed for you from
the
Lampard?
intensity, man. The speed of passing, the movement off the ball, working hard for each other. Everyone making defensive runs, sprinting back. I mean, we're playing through the lines now. We're not just going out wide and crossing it. People are running behind as well. A lot more movement off the ball. I mean, I think we're playing a lot better, man. We've worked out these teams. Like Burnley, we organised ourselves perfectly against them, man. But we've seen that Burnley aren't an easy team to play against, but we limited them to one shot the whole game, which came in the 92nd minute. So not a lot of teams would be able to say this for themselves. I think even against Wolves dominating possession, we had all of the ball. I think they stepped into our half about 10 times the whole game. So it's definitely an improvement because we've been seeing even in the games that we've been winning under Lampard, we haven't been performing that well. We've just been sticking to the same crossing. But we've got a new style of play now, and it's looking positive, man. It's looking positive.
Yeah, I mean, Matt, have you seen a big difference from Frank Lampard and Thomas Tuchel?
Nearly scored a goal.
Tactically, I think the whole system has kind of changed, and there's just a bit more pace, and the tempo has been upped a little bit, and that's what I like to see. In terms of people talking about a mentality change, I think it's way too early to talk about it right now. You can't get a mentality in 2 or 3 games. You've got to build that over time. So we'll see how in the big games and in tight situations, in rough patches, how these players can do and get through it. But it's all good right now. I think we're starting to improve. We're seeing a lot of improvements on the pitch when realistically he's only been there a week.
Yeah, 100%. Father, what do you make of Chelsea so far in 2 years? Massive difference from Frank Lampard?
Massive difference. And I think Ads and Matt already touched with the mentality of things and the level of the intensity. And the fact that what I like about Tuchel and that is the formation, is the setup on this team. It's the fact that he can change formation during the game, and the fact that in certain situations, like if one formation doesn't working for the first half an hour and then switch it around, and after that, if it's not working, switch it around again. That's what I like about Tuchel, is the way that he rotates formation during a certain point of time during the game, and that makes us look unpredictable for the last 2 games. But I agree with Matt said, and the fact that yes, it's only 2 games, and I think we're gonna have to see that what kind of setup like Tuchel gonna put against Tottenham and that, and I think it's gonna be way different than this game.
Yeah. Last question I'll ask you guys before we wrap it up. Ads, just a prediction. Obviously, we'll speak about it in depth in a few days' time. Who do you expect to see up top for Chelsea against Tottenham?
I think I'd probably go for Werner. I can't lie.
Werner?
Yeah, I wasn't impressed by Tammy or Giroud at all up front. So I think I'll just stick with Werner, man, because it could be a thing where we're trying to hit them on a counter attack and he could help out with that. So yeah, man, it's difficult to pick because none of them have been good really recently. So it is difficult to pick from. But I just say with his speed and the fact that he likes to go against Tottenham, I would stick him up front for that game.
Big shout there. Matt, who do you see up front?
It depends on if Hudson-Odoi will play at right wing back or whether we'll put him further forward for Tottenham. Personally, for me, I'd put Reece James at right wing back, and then I'd have Pulisic, Werner, and Hudson-Odoi up front at the moment.
Wow. So who goes behind? Does Mason Mount play behind or?
In terms of the two in midfield,
Yeah,
I'd personally go with Kante and Kovacic.
I think I might agree with you there. Ads, what do you make of that one?
No Kante.
I said Kante and Kovacic.
He said Kante, Kovacic, and then in front Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi, and Werner.
I thought he said Mount and Kovacic. That's why. No, for sure. I'd do it for the same as well, man. Kante, if he's fit, he's got to play. But then again, if he's not 100% fit, I don't think I'd rush him back because it's more important that we have him in the running for the top four rather than just rushing him in for this one game and potentially getting him injured again.
Yeah.
Do you think they might play Marcos Alonso again left wing because he scored that one goal?
I don't see it, fam. I don't see it. I see Chilwell starting, man. I'm not gonna lie. You'd be throwing him into the deep end really if you'd start him in that game because it's a one game in about the past 5 months and Chilwell's been pretty good.
But he scores against Tottenham. He loves scoring against Tottenham.
Yeah, but it's the goals he concedes is the problem.
Sadiq's not the goal. I know he scores against Tottenham, but on a consistent basis, he hasn't lived up to our expectation this season.
You lot got agendas, man.
I'm not saying I've got agendas against him. The fact that this season he has been cast out, and the fact that he's just
but it's not 3 at the back when he does this, bro. It's 4 at the back. When he plays left back, he gets destroyed. Not 3 at the back, he gets destroyed, man.
No, I hear you. But the fact that Chilwell has been consistently quite good this season and Alonso has just played one game in the last 5 months. I don't know if I'd put him in for the Tottenham game straight away because if we're being real, he did look rusty today. It's not like he had an amazing performance. He got his goal, but he didn't do anything spectacular, man. He was I think, lacking a bit going forward, to be honest. But
I know he didn't do anything special, but look, I've seen him cut it back when he had to for crosses. I've seen him cut it back to Werner, something that we didn't even see Ben Chilwell do for Kai Havertz. You know what I mean? I'm seeing basics being done in the final third by Marcos Alonso. Now, obviously, defensively, it's absolutely shocking. I'm not going to, disagree with that. He has conceded a lot of goals, but that was mostly at left back. And I don't know, man. I just see him doing a lot more basics correctly than Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell in the last couple of games has been shocking. Just shocking. I don't really understand it. Sometimes it feels like he's playing for the other team. Matt, what's your take on Ben Chilwell and Marcos Alonso?
I mean, I still think Chilwell is our first choice left back. I think if you look, people are going on about this Marco Alonso goal saying it's brilliant, but these are the same people that were going on about Chilwell when he scored like 2 goals and 1 assist at the first 3 games of the season. So you've just got to take it game. Don't take one game and go, oh, he needs to start. You look at the whole process. And I think Alonso, apart from if Alonso didn't score that goal, we wouldn't be talking about him today because he'd have been bang average at best.
Yeah, true.
But the thing is, he always scores.
That is the highlight of his career. He scores a lot of good goals, but that makes up for all his averageness in defence.
But that's what you want, though. You want someone that can score goals. Like sometimes we don't score goals, and we always cry that we're not scoring goals. But this guy can
goals win you games.
Goals win you games, yeah. Like I feel like. Yeah, I'm not saying that he's a fantastic player and he should be playing first choice every game, but sometimes when you do need the guy to score, he's there to score it. Like
I just don't see enough to put him ahead of Chilwell right now.
What has Chilwell done for you personally to start?
In the season or the last few weeks?
Last couple months. I feel he's been shocking since his interview. In December. Hang on.
I knew you got Chilwell's agenda, man. I just knew you got Chilwell's agenda.
Hang on, let me
man.
finish. Since December, when he came out saying the confidence is high and they feel like they can beat any single team, his performance has gone from an 8 out of 10 to 4 out of 10. Like he's been bad.
All I'm saying is there's a reason we bought in Chilwell is because our left backs weren't good enough. So
yeah. But now we're playing three at the back. So what changes now?
Nah, man, come on. I think he's only had a few bad games, like proper bad games. Wolves, Spurs, and Leicester. Spurs, Arsenal. So Wolves, Arsenal, and Leicester. I think that's the only proper bad games he's had. Otherwise, he's been average or good.
You lot got hate, man. I'm speaking facts for you guys on a free basis for you lot, and you lot going against me. I brought you on here for a reason, guys. You're not meant to be supporting me, not going against me. Yeah, you're meant to be supporting me.
That's the
guys,
point of having an argument with someone. That's why.
We don't want arguments. We want love. We want the community to be at peace. We want positivity. We are Chelsea fans. We're not Arsenal fans. We're not troops. You know what I mean? We want positivity in this family. If I really want to, I can bring jesters in right now and spit some Hudson-Odoi hate or something agenda. You know what I mean? No, I'm joking. I love jesters as well, man. Guys, we've got nearly 150 people like this video. If you're happy as a Chelsea fan right now that Chelsea got the winning, smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new here. Hit the notification. We do streams every single day on this channel. You'll be seeing ads. You'll be seeing Matt. You'll be seeing Father a lot more on this channel, of course. Matt's been asking for a while to be coming on the channel, so I think I've delivered his message to come on now, Matt.
It's a pleasure to be on. But going back to the Chilwell thing. Someone's just said in the comments that he's been shocking in the last couple of weeks. Well, who hasn't been shocking in the last couple of weeks?
Hudson-Odoi?
Apart from a couple.
Literally almost everyone apart from the
Thiago Silva,
Rudiger. Not fair to pick on
Mendy.
The whole team's been bad.
No, I'm giving you players that have done well, though.
Mendy, you've been calling Mendy on fraud watch the last few weeks.
I lie. That's when you're putting him on fraud watch.
Literally almost everyone's been shocking apart from Mason Mount apart from Mason Mount.
You lot got me there. You lot got me there, but Mendy, you lot caught me there. I'm not gonna lie to you. Guys, we're gonna try to push to 1 hour. We always try to do 1 hour streams. If you haven't already, ask your questions in the comments. We'll try to answer as many as possible. But we've kind of answered everything, man. Like, why'd you lot answer bare quick and why'd you lot answer everything so quickly, man? I don't know why. On other streams, I push out to 20 minutes a question, man. Somehow, I don't know. Guys, keep asking your questions. We're gonna push to an hour, of course. We've got 2 minutes. I don't know if my comments are not loading or something, but it's a bit mad right now. Give Addy a promotion, fam. He's lucky to be on this channel, bro. Are you mad? I made him.
That's what you mean.
I bought him on this channel 2-3 years ago, fam. I made him, fam. When he was a young guy, fam. He was 17 back then, fam. Respect me, man. I bring people on. You know what I mean? Show me some credit, ads, man. This guy loves you, dude. Honestly, this guy loves. I don't know why he loves you. This must be your boy, fam. 100%. Look, there's no questions, fam. You know what? We've already given our predictions. We've already said a front three. I don't know if you have any more questions, guys, in the panel. Any questions? Probably not. Nope. Look, there's no point answering this question, man. We'll be doing that in our preview soon. There's no point going through this properly. You know what I mean? So, look, you know what? I'll probably end it here. 59 minutes, 1 minute earlier, innit? Guys, thank you for tuning in. 145 likes. If you guys can, push to 500, 150. Subscribe for new here. Hit the notification. And yeah, thanks, ads. Thanks, Father. Thanks, Matt, for coming on. And we see you guys very soon. Chelsea, everyone. Who's playing now? Something
Leicester,
about
1-1.
Leeds and Leicester.
1-1. How long left?
It's half time.
Half time.
So we need Leicester to drop points.
Draw or Leeds win, hopefully, man.
Who's home?
Leicester.
Who's playing better? Anyone know? You don't know watching it, obviously.
I think Leeds playing better in the first half, though. Not gonna lie.
Guys, we'll speak to you guys soon. 15 more seconds. And Miles, you know what? I'm just going to push to an hour anyway. You lot can leave if you want, innit? But Rob William, thanks for your comment and make sure you tune in every single day. Ads, man, what time tomorrow for the stream, bro?
Whenever, bro. I'm free, man.
Are you guys free as well? Matt?
Hold on.
I've got
Not
uni,
before
mate.
4:30. I got a lecture at 4:30.
Yeah, I got lectures until 5 actually. I just realised.
I'm literally the only person in the fucking country that's not online for uni, so I'm stuck.
Wait, what do you mean?
Because we're a medical profession course, so we're not online. We're in
they have
person.
to- Yeah.
No way. What uni you at?
Kent.
Oh, and are you living out there?
Yeah,
How's it now?
it's not too bad. I mean, it's quiet. Lessons are a bit shit. I mean, because we're covered in PPE for half the time, but apart from that,
Is there a lot of people around there?
no, everywhere's dead at the moment.
Fair enough. All right, guys, we pushed it to over an hour. We'll probably do a stream around 7 p.m. UK time.
Yeah.
So if you
Go
guys
on.
are free,
Yeah.
hit me up. And I'll see you guys soon, man. Take care.